Pluto, a distant dwarf planet, floats in the far reaches of our solar system, shrouded in mystery and cold shadow. Its icy landscape barely glows under the weak light from the sun. Once called the ninth planet, Pluto lost its official planetary status, but it still holds the attention of top astrophysicists. Recently, scientists like deGrasse Tyson and Michio Kaku have made new claims about its orbit. They warn of a possible collision with Neptune, a massive blue giant that shares parts of Pluto's orbital path. These statements caused a stir in both the scientific community and the general public. Pluto's path around the Sun takes 248 years, and it's only a fraction of the way through its first complete orbit since discovery. That orbit is elliptical, not round like Earth's circle. Worse, Pluto's orbit tilts at a 17-degree angle, placing it outside the usual solar plane. This tilt makes it difficult to predict where Pluto might be in the future. During part of its orbit, Pluto gets closer to the Sun than Neptune does. That crossover makes people wonder why these two celestial bodies have never collided in the vastness of space. The answer lies in gravitational forces that prevent a crash. Massive planets like Jupiter act as guardians, pulling and tugging Pluto gently through the sky. Since its 1930 discovery, Pluto's movement has puzzled many astronomers. Its odd orbit didn't match the patterns of other planets in the solar system. Its steep orbit crosses Neptune's path, creating curiosity and concern in every observatory watching the sky. Even with such strange behavior, Pluto's path has remained stable. The three-body problem is key here. This involves how Pluto, Neptune, and the Sun all interact with each other gravitationally in the cosmos. A term called aim libration means Pluto stays 90 degrees away from Neptune during their orbital crossing. This keeps them safely apart in their course. Another term, scope libration, describes how Pluto moves vertically out of the main solar plane. That height acts as a kind of protection from Neptune's gravitational pull. Then comes VZK wobbling, a scientific term referring to how gravity subtly alters Pluto's position over time. These wobbles are like tiny nudges in the galaxy. Despite all these forces, Pluto's orbit still shows signs of being chaotic. Simulations prove that slight changes can shift Pluto's orbit over millions of years. In the 1980s, scientists used computer models to simulate these shifts. They found that even with stability, the orbit is never completely predictable. Every time Pluto completes 2 orbits around the Sun, Neptune completes 3. This 2-to-3 resonance acts as a stabilizer in the ballet of planets. Jupiter and Saturn play backup roles, further securing Pluto's path through the star-filled void. Jupiter's mass alone is enough to guide Pluto safely across the sky. These gravitational guardians help preserve order in the universe. Without them, orbits could shift wildly, and planets could spiral out of control. Understanding Pluto helps scientists grasp the larger workings of our cosmic neighborhood. Even odd orbits like Pluto's can follow a kind of natural balance. Pluto also serves as an example of orbital chaos, a situation where small changes at the start lead to big differences later in the firmament. One tiny error in position or speed could cause Pluto to veer into a new trail. This makes long-term predictions difficult for any celestial object. Simulations are a powerful tool, but they can't account for every variable. That's why experts approach Pluto's future with both science and caution. Tyson often stresses the need for continuous observation, saying our understanding of the universe is always evolving like the stars in the heavens. He believes reclassifying Pluto was not a demotion but a scientific revision, helping us better map the distant corners of our cosmic map. Michio Kaku agrees, warning that gravity between Pluto, Neptune, and other planets could change over time, pulling them toward a future impact. Even if the odds are low now, future gravitational changes could push Pluto into a new direction, maybe even towards Neptune's orbital track. This unknown future reminds us how fragile and mysterious the universe can be. Even now, scientists are watching Pluto with advanced telescopes. The Sun's eventual transformation into a red giant will also reshape the gravitational structure of the entire solar network. As it expands and later collapses into a white dwarf, the Sun could dramatically change the trajectory of outer objects like Pluto. Any such shift could send Pluto into a path of destruction or perhaps eject it entirely from the solar domain. Right now, the chance of a Pluto-Neptune crash is remote. But over billions of years, small changes could add up in the dark reaches of space. This long-term uncertainty is a humbling part of studying the cosmos. We must accept that the universe has its own secrets and timetable. Each discovery adds to our understanding, but also opens new questions. Pluto's case is a perfect example of this eternal mystery. The study of gravitational dynamics teaches us how finely tuned the universe is. Every object affects every other in a complex cosmic dance. Pluto may be tiny, but its orbit shows the immense power of gravity in shaping our understanding of the sky above. Tools for space study are getting better. With newer satellites and data systems, we'll gain deeper insights into distant objects like Pluto in the future. The possibility of a Pluto-Neptune collision keeps interest alive in academic and public discussions. These ideas stir the imagination like stars in the night. They remind us how unpredictable space can be. Even in silence, the planets follow paths shaped by invisible forces. As we continue to learn and explore, the universe offers more puzzles than answers. Even today, each orbit is a reminder of that great unknown. Pluto's story pushes us to keep asking, keep watching, and keep wondering what lies beyond the horizon. As always, we must remember, the universe is not a place of certainty. It is a place of possibility. Subscribe to our channel and thanks for watching.